free English learning, Canadian regions interested in immigrants, and other news. We're sharing the most important events of the past week. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. Hi from Canada. The Conservative Party is calling for healthcare reforms. It proposes to create a unified licensing system so that doctors who are licensed in one province of Canada can work in others. The idea was supported by the Canadian Medical Association. Such a system would greatly facilitate employment, including for immigrant doctors. Also, the Conservatives' leader, Pierre Poilievre, criticizes the government's actions regarding housing. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has allocated $4 billion Canadian dollars to build affordable housing. Poilievre offers other solutions. In particular, increase the number and density of buildings, turn some government buildings into affordable housing, and stop printing money. Despite the prices, many immigrants quickly buy homes in Canada thanks to low mortgage rates. We have published an article about mortgages, what you need to know about them, mistakes, and life hacks. Check out the link in the video description. 2 more Canadian provinces managed to reduce the cost of childcare to $10 Canadian a day. These are Newfoundland and Labrador and Manitoba. Half of the Canadian regions have already reached the same prices. Canada is recognized as the best country for startup founders. Canada offers good conditions for doing business, as well as a special immigration program through which startup founders can obtain permanent residency. And the University of Toronto was included in the top best universities in the world. It ranked 34th out of almost 1,500 institutions. Good news for those who have graduated from Canada. Graduates can now extend their work permit for up to 18 months if it is expiring or expired last year. This will give students more time to search for a job and gain the necessary experience, which will be useful when applying for permanent residency. The changes will take effect on April 6. The ALAC Language Academy of Canada is giving 2 weeks of free English as a gift to those who pay for 12 weeks of online tuition. You will receive 210 hours of English with a native speaker and a group of students from different countries, and the cost of 1 hour will be about $6. The offer is only valid until March 31. The link to signing up for the course will be in the video description. Just one mistake can prevent your immigration to Canada. If you incorrectly determine the code of your occupation in the Canadian classification, you may not receive permanent residency. We talked about a real story that happened in 2019 and how to avoid it. Check out our article at the link below. Ontario intends to accept twice as many immigrants. The region signed an agreement with the federal government. In 2022, the Ontario provincial program limit was 9,750 people. By 2025, it will increase to 18,000. Ontario is the most popular province among Canadians and immigrants. Those who received permanent residency under federal programs and those who used to live in other regions of Canada also move there. Alberta is also ready to welcome more immigrants in the next 3 years. Moreover, the province will help newcomers. The government has provided new funding for companies that deal with the integration of immigrants, about 19 million Canadian dollars. Another 5 million will be provided by the federal government. And Quebec is particularly interested in immigrants who want to settle in the province's smaller towns. The regional government wants to launch a project that will help newcomers build careers in tourism, healthcare, and the battery industry. Funding was also allocated to organizations that teach French to immigrants. Ontario is taking action against unscrupulous employers. The region has increased fines for companies that confiscate passports from migrant workers. The fine can be up to 100,000 Canadian dollars. Employers will also be required to notify remote employees of their dismissal 8 months in advance. An egregious case of student scam can cause 700 people to be deported from Canada. Since 2018, a company in India has been sending clients to study in Canada. The company forged a letter of admission to the college, based on which students received visas. Upon arrival in Canada, the company reported that the places in the college were occupied and offered to enroll in another one since Canada allows you to change the educational institution on a visa. Then the students entered another college, studied, and applied for permanent residency. At this stage, it turned out that the letters from the college, based on which the visas were issued, were fake, so all the company's customers face deportation. Read the full study on our website at the link below. Let's move on to immigration draws. On March 20, Manitoba selected 34 candidates. These were only citizens of Ukraine. British Columbia chose 258 candidates on March 21. 202 applicants received invitations in a general draw for skilled workers, international graduates, and entry-level and semi-skilled workers. Another 34 candidates were selected in the target draw for educators, healthcare workers, and veterinarians. On March 23, there was a new express entry draw. Canada invited 7,000 people, and the passing score was 484. This is a record low score in a long time. On the same day, Ontario issued invitations to trade candidates. They were received by 746 people with certain professions, supervisors in different fields, welders, plumbers, mechanics, and many other specialists. Also on March 23, there was another draw in Manitoba. The province selected 566 people among skilled workers in the province, skilled workers overseas, and international graduates. Some specialists had in-demand professions. Employees were required in manufacturing, the transport sector, industry, and the like. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell icon to stay notified about updates. Also, check out other videos about immigration on our channel. See you in Canada.